Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and today I'm going to be doing a finishing tutorial for FIFA 17. I was going to make this video for the FIFA 17 demo, but the reason why I didn't want to make it is because I know that there was going to be a few things that changed here and there in terms of the finishing. I know that in the demo, a lot of the times that you would score would be down to the either across the body or far post regular shot, so just holding B and just shooting it across the goal. But I've kind of realized that with the full release of the game, there's definitely a lot more ways to score. It's not as specific as it is as FIFA 16, which is definitely a really awesome thing, because in FIFA 16, I think we all know that it had to be, near post finesse shots and medium range finesse shots and also the long range efforts. But in this game, when you're 1v1 with the keeper, there's just so many ways to score, and I do want to show you guys those ways to score because I know a lot of people are having trouble with the finishing. But, finishing in this game is probably the easiest it's ever been in any FIFA because you deserve to score these certain goals because you are 1v1 with the keeper. So I'm going to show you guys these ways of scoring, and I'm going to show the different types of angles as well, and all the different types of scenarios. So these are the different types of scenarios that you're going to come across in FIFA 17, right? So again, there's a lot of ways to score in this game, which is definitely a very good thing. So I'm going to show you guys in an order of different types of scenarios in where and when you're going to want to shoot in certain ways, right? So we're going to go ahead and play this clip. It's a 2-minute long clip, so there's going to be a lot of demonstrations and examples of what you want to do in certain situations. So we're going to get the ball here with Ericsson. We hold the ball here with Ericsson and do a nice little pass here to Gareth Bale. Now, some people would want to go near post in this situation, but as you guys can see with Gareth Bale, what we actually do is once we take that touch, right, you can see that the goalkeeper is actually quite a little bit of a distance away from us, right? So in this game, you can actually score by, if you're actually close to the keeper and you're angled like Bale is in this situation, you can actually hold RB and tap the B button just above 1 bar and just below 2 bars. But in this case, you're going to want to put it so that he basically shoots the ball just under the goalkeeper's gloves, because the way that the goalkeeper dives in this game, you're going to see right here, the goalkeeper dives with his legs out, but his arms are at a medium length, right? So because his arms are up here, you don't want to put too much power into the shot because it could go in. A lot of the times you actually do put a powerful finesse shot, they do go in as well, but this seems to be more of a consistent way when you're actually angled from the goalkeeper and you can actually tap it right under his arm. So I'm going to show you guys this example again with Gareth Bale. So we got Christian Eriksen here with the ball. Gareth Bale's in a really nice position. It could have been either Gareth Bale making the run, or it could have been the other person over here. I believe this is Balotelli making the run as well. So either way, the ball gets passed here. We get the ball with Gareth Bale, and all we do is hold RB and tap B, and it goes under the goalkeeper's arm. You're also going to see that there's an example in this exact game. So this is the second goal that I scored in this game. So you're going to see that there's another example of the same type of situation where I pass the ball with Christian Eriksen. Gareth Bale again is at an angle, so you can see that the score net is now 2-2. This is the third goal I scored in this game, where Gareth Bale's at an angle, and it's the same situation again. So over here, you can see the bar over here on the bottom right. I'm going to show you guys right now with the face cam. On the bottom right over here, it's 1 bar, but it's like a little bit into the second bar, so just below 1.5 bars when you want to do the tap shot, right? So once I get myself into an angle like here and I'm close to the keeper, again, we do a nice little RB tap B shot so I can hit the net and just under the goalkeeper's arms. I believe there's going to be a few more demonstrations of goals similar to that as well after the Gareth Bale opportunity here. So we have this one where we have the ball here with Schneiderlin, and in these positions, it's kind of like FIFA 16 in a bit, where you could see Ronaldo over here is in a nice position. So once I get the ball here with Mikel, I just do a nice little wide pass to Ronaldo, right? And now that Ronaldo's angled, I prefer to finesse this shot because of Ronaldo's angle. So you can see that his body position is kind of meant for finessing the ball more. But in this game, it seems to be a little bit more different, because in this game, you can actually shoot this across the net without having to finesse it. I feel a little bit more comfortable when I finesse it, so that's why I do it. And Ronaldo's very good with both feet, so he just decides to do an outside foot finesse shot here, where he hits the left side. But you can do a power shot because the distance from Ronaldo and the keeper here would have allowed you to hit the goal across the net. So you could have definitely shot across the goal just by pressing B and not finesse shotting it. But again, I did a finesse shot here. You guys are going to see the power that I do put. Oh, never mind. The power is over here on the left side. So that's the power that you put in. Again, it's always just above 1 bar and just below 2 bars, but it depends on your angles, right? So you can see in this situation, we actually put more power in Cristiano Ronaldo's shot because of the distance away from the keeper, right? Now, if I was closer to the keeper, I wouldn't want to put this much power into it so that it would go actually under his gloves. But you could see here that because we have the space, and it's basically like a medium range finesse shot of last year's game, Ronaldo can definitely bury that away. And again, the way that the goalkeepers are in this game, if you're in a 1v1 situation, you should score if you know how to score in the certain situation. So that's why I love the goalkeepers this year. So we're going to see if we can get a little bit more examples here. So we have the ball here with Rashford. So again, he's angled himself, right? Once I make that pass with Mkhitaryan, he's angled himself. You guys can see the power here on the bottom left. Once Rashford takes that shot, you know, this one's a little bit more tricky because it's a first-time shot, right? So when it's a first-time shot and you want to shoot it low, sometimes you have to put that same amount of power as Ronaldo before where Ronaldo touches it. It really depends, right? So because this is the first-time shot, you have to put the slightest bit more power into your shots so that it actually generates power, but it still stays low. Because again, you're going to see here with Ronaldo, we touch the ball here, right? So, you know, once I made the pass here with Mikel and we passed the ball to Ronaldo, he touches the ball, right? So once he touches the ball, I can dictate how much power I want to put into my shot because it's not a first-time shot because he did touch the ball first so that he can control it and control the shot the way he wanted to. But in Rashford's situation here, which you guys are going to see, you know, he doesn't have all the time in the world because he's going to get really close to the keeper. And if I took a touch here, his number 5 right here, which I believe is Hummels, would have taken the ball easily. So we did a first-time shot, put a good amount of power into the shot, and we do tap it, again, right under the goalkeeper's arms. And because the way that they either dive like this, they dive like this with their arms up like this, or they dive and their legs go out, but their arms are still high up. So that's why you're still able to score a goal like this with Rashford, where he's able to tap the ball. Because you can see this one, Neuer kind of did a save like this, but his leg kind of sticked out a little bit, so that's why we were able to finesse tap the ball into the nets over here. So we have a situation here with Mkhitaryan. These ones are now the across-the-body shots. Across-the-body shots, as you guys know, in the demo is one of the most effective ways to score, so we're going to show some examples here. So we have the ball here with Mkhitaryan, and look at the way that the ball is positioned right now, right? You guys need to take this into account. So I do this touch right here, but then I do this touch right here. That touch right there is very important for me to shoot this across the goal and actually be able to score this, right? If my body angles were a little bit downwards over here, if he was at a 90-degree angle, or an angle where he's facing more towards the goal, this is a situation where you should shoot across the goal. Now, I could have finesse shotted this because, you know, Mkhitaryan's good with both feet as well, so he might have, you know, outside foot shot it as well, depending on if he has the trait or not, because I think Gareth Bale and Ronaldo do have that trait. In this situation here, from the distance with the goalkeeper and my player, once I take the shot, you can see that it's always 1 bar to under 2 bars. And you can see in this situation, we're at a pretty good distance away from the keeper, and we just decide to go across the body, or not across the body, but we just decide to go far post, regular shot. That wasn't a finesse shot, that was just a regular shot. But that's usually where the power is, depending on the distance you are from the keeper. If you're anywhere inside the 18-yard box, you're going to want to keep it from just above 1 bar and just below 2 bars. I keep stressing that, but it's a very important detail in order for you to finish the majority of your opportunities, right? So that's the goal here that we have with Mkhitaryan. We have another situation here where we do a nice little driven pass to Mkhitaryan. Again, with the situation, you can see that this little space right here, you could definitely score there if you have a good enough player. Mkhitaryan is a solid player. You can see the power here again, just above 1 bar, just below 2 bars, and we do decide to shoot this across the net, which we do score, right? Again, players' abilities are going to really depend on whether you're going to score certain opportunities or not. Mkhitaryan is a great type of player, so he's going to definitely put that away. Players like Schneiderlin and stuff too, or Koyate might be able to put those away, but again, it really depends on how their body is moving and their body angles in order for them to take the shots, right? Because if you have someone like Ibrahimovic, you know, because he's so good with his shot power and his finishing, he might be able to finish certain opportunities that other players might not be able to because of characteristics of a player, right? But Mkhitaryan's a solid player, so he's definitely going to be putting that away. Again, here with Gareth Bale, you guys notice something here, right? When you want to shoot across the goal, so we have the ball here where we lay it off to Bale, but you notice that I'm running in that situation. But then you notice that I actually let go of the sprint button, right? So I can control my shot more, right? And then I just kind of judge where the goalkeeper is going to stop running, and then I take the shot, right? So if you guys notice with the shot, so we slow down, and then we notice that this is a medium distance, right? This is what I consider a medium distance. this is the perfect time where you're going to want to shoot across the net. Just like we did with Mkhitaryan, we decide to shoot it across the net. And the way that the goalkeepers dive is they dive like this with their legs in the opposite direction. So when you put a good enough amount of power, it goes over their legs and it goes into the back of the net. So again, one of the most best ways to score in this game. You're going to see a situation here with Gareth Bale as well. We might have one more situation here with, so this one. So now that I taught you guys the finesse shots and the far post shots, this is another way to score that you're going to want to do if you're on the sides. You can definitely cross in this game, and crossing is very relevant in this game. It's not like FIFA 14 headers, which is a good thing, but you know, heading is a very effective way of scoring nowadays as well. So, you know, in this situation here, when I'm with Gareth Bale, there's no one really to cross the ball to, right? Because this guy is standing right here, this guy is standing right here, and this guy is standing right here. This guy doesn't seem like the type of player that has that physical presence where he can win the ball in the air. Now, again, if you have someone like Ibrahimovic, he might actually be able to score that type of goal. But we get the ball here with Gareth Bale. This guy seems to be in a nice little opening here. We have all this space going on here. So we do a nice little Y pass here. And once I get into this situation right here, right, where I have the ball with Mikel, you can see that I believe this is Ronaldo who is by himself, right? If the ball didn't go to Ronaldo and it registered to this guy over here, the pass might have worked either way, but I was going for Ronaldo here in order for me to score this goal. So what happened basically here is I made the space inside the 18-yard box, and the pass that I do here with Mikel is not a triple tap X, because triple tap X seems to be a little bit more inconsistent this year in terms of like how it's released. So I actually prefer to do the driven pass, which is the RBA or the R1A if you're on the PlayStation. So we do a driven pass with Mikel right to Ronaldo, and we do a first time shot. Again, because the goalkeeper is positioned to the left side over here, we're going to go for the other post or the middle. It's very difficult to kind of judge the way that the ball's going to go, but we go either to the middle or the right side, and that's how we do end up scoring that goal. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I'm sorry that if it's long. I just like to go in detail when it comes to the finishing tutorial for FIFA 16. There's a lot of different ways to finish, and I do want to talk about the body angles and the certain aspects that you need to take into account when you are finishing in this game. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because a lot of people are complaining that they can't score in this game, but scoring in this game is very easy to do if you know exactly what you're supposed to do in each situation. So that's why I wanted to make this video, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please drop a thumbs up on it, and I'll see you guys later.